In section 1B here, we're going to look at solving and graphing compound inequalities. Compound means more than one, and you can either have an or compound inequality, like number 21, which we're going to do here in a second, or an and compound inequality like number 22. And you notice you don't see the word and in it, and I'll talk about that in the next example. But if you have an or compound inequality, you have two parts to the or statement. You've got this side over here, which is 7 minus 7r is less than or equal to negative 35, or 3r plus 6 is less than negative 15. Two parts to it. You need to solve each part. So think about what you've learned with equations and inequalities, in this case inequalities, and you want to get r alone. So we're going to do that over on the left-hand side of the or statement. We're going to get rid of this first 7 here by subtracting 7. We got to do that from both sides. Okay, we carry this down. So we have negative 7r is less than or equal to negative 35, subtract 7 is negative 42. And then we're going to divide by negative 7. And remember, when we divide with inequalities by a negative, okay, we have to flip the inequality sign. I'm going to slide this up a little bit. So this cancels out right here. And we flip the inequality sign, so r is greater than or equal to negative 42 divided by negative 7 is positive 6. And then we're going to kind of carry the or statement down here. We're going to write our solution is going to have an or in the middle. And then we solve the thing that's on the other side of the or. 3r plus 6 is less than negative 15. If you think about what you've learned, you subtract 6 from both sides. So 3r is less than or equal, or is less than, sorry, than negative 21 here. We divide by a positive 3. Now, we don't flip the sign on this side of the or because we divided by a positive number. And then we get r is less than or less than negative 7. So our solution is this whole thing right here with the word or in the middle, and you have to put the or in the middle. Okay, r is greater than or equal to 6, or r is less than negative 7. And we have to graph that on the number line. So if you think back, and let's go up to this number line right here. R is greater than or equal to 6. When there's an equal sign in your inequality symbol, it's a closed circle. So we're going to put a closed circle right here at 6. Okay, so that's a closed circle. I didn't draw that very good. And where are the numbers bigger than 6? Well, going this way. And then we graph r is less than negative 7, which will produce another part of the graph. And negative 7 would be halfway in between negative 6 and negative 8 there. And it's just r is less than negative 7, so we put an open circle at negative 7, and it's an arrow going that way. Many times or statements produce graphs that has two parts going in opposite directions. There are some exceptions to that rule, but it's one or the other.